As the Joplin community recovers from yesterday's shooting, it's also bringing people together. KON's Bronte Sorosky has more on ways local businesses are showing the police department that they care.
In the past 24 hours, the community of Joplin has been voicing their thoughts in ways to help our local law enforcement, while some area businesses are offering ways to show support.
We just want to do absolutely anything we can possible to help them get through this trying time.
Joplin has always been a resilient town, and when the unthinkable hit Joplin on Tuesday, it didn't take long for the community to step in.
We did have the massive tragedy of the Joplin tornado, and throughout everything, we always seem to come together and manage to come out on top. And I know that that may not be the same exact way with this, but I know that Joplin will always overcome.
The Beaten Path Coffee Shop is offering free food and drinks to Joplin law enforcement through the month of March. Maria Hodges says it's the least they can do after Tuesday's officer-involved shooting.
A cup of coffee may not be a whole lot, but if it can help them get through a shift, then that's the least we can do for them.
They aren't the only business in Joplin extending support to law enforcement. All Season Signs and Printing has been busy all night and morning, getting signs ready to give out to the community so people can show their support.
We're going to print yard signs, and we're going to print the decals. They're right here behind me. The yard signs and the decals are for free.
The printing shop will also be selling shirts for $10. All proceeds will go to the department. On them, a clear message: lean in.
When our mayor, Stanley, said, "Joplin, lean in," that really resounded with us. And so our designers took it and they went with it, and it says, "Lean in, hugs and prayers, love, JPD."
Both establishments' management say they know someone with ties to the department. This cause hits close all around.
Each one of us have had some connection in some way. We do have workers that here that had family members that were involved there.
We do have some special, very special people dear to us that work at the police department, and this is extended in honor of them and of our fallen as well.
Through these acts of kindness, the community aims to show their appreciation and support for the Joplin Police Department. One sticker, sign, or cup of coffee at a time. Bronte Sorosky, KOAM News.
Bronte, thank you. Another area graphic design company is also showing support. Inked in Graphics in Columbus, Kansas. Making t-shirts as part of a fundraiser. Shirts can be purchased through their Facebook page or website.
It's honestly the least we can do. We can provide a service, and we have the means to, be able to print that many shirts and this many shirts and let it go to help people is something that I would imagine and I would hope, well, I guess I would like to see more people do and care and, give more back when situations like this happen.
Officials say 100% of the proceeds are going to go to those affected. Another Joplin business showing support for area law enforcement. Both Starbucks locations in Joplin going to offer free hot or iced coffee or hot chocolate to all local law enforcement. Charlie Brown, manager of the Starbucks on 32nd Street, says they've always relied on Joplin officers to keep them safe. He says this is their way of showing officers just how much they're appreciated in the community. This offer is going to run through Friday. Joplin Mayor Ryan Stanley today ordered all city flags to be flown at half-staff in honor of Corporal Cooper. According to Mayor Stanley, the flags will remain this way until the interment of the fallen. A memorial for Corporal Cooper has been created outside the Joplin Police Department. Members of the community have been placing flowers and cards on a patrol car. KOM's Jalen Banks talks to some of the mourners.
It's hard. It's hard to know that that he didn't get to come home yesterday, and that's I hugged my kids this morning, and I just felt guilty because he was a good guy. He was a good dude and solid cop, and it just wasn't fair.
Corporal Benjamin Cooper wasn't just an officer. He was a friend and a family man. His passing is hard on the community, other first responders, and their families. Joplin paramedic Dylan Mills is a father as well, sharing the importance of first responders to his son.
It's hard. It's hard to have these conversations with your kids. For those of us that are in first responder roles. I mean, it's hard because that's an everyday possibility. It's important for him to know that there's people that do a job that is thankless and targeted by criminals and public and people that don't understand it, and it's important for those jobs to exist. He loves cops and loves lights and sirens and all that good stuff, but he understands like the seriousness of it. We've talked about it before. And
Alyssa Lightfoot's father is a firefighter, and her brother just entered the police academy.
It worries me a lot because, this is what he's wanted to do his whole life, and just seeing that it's happened in our town just breaks my heart and makes me worry even more about him.
She's also entering the arena as a criminal justice major at Missouri Southern and graduated the Citizen Police Academy.
Well, definitely when I was going through the Citizens Police Academy, I learned so much from them. They showed me the way. It makes me appreciate them a lot more than I did already, definitely coming from a law enforcement family.
But she has some advice that she holds on to.
Look past the bad stuff, and you have to realize that, it's not going to be bad every time. You just have to be strong, and you have to pray, and you just have to know that whatever happens will happen, and it'll be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
In honor of Corporal Benjamin Cooper, Jalen Banks, KOAM News.
The JPD plans to move the memorial inside the department by tomorrow afternoon because of upcoming winter weather. Corporal Cooper will be added to JPD's Wall of Fallen Heroes. The permanent memorial is inside the department and lists the names of first responders who have passed away in the line of duty in Joplin dating back to 1885. Cooper will be the 22nd first responder added to this wall.